Let's talk about how learning will look like from those that are staying online and those that are coming back in person. So let's make sure that we understand that we will all continue to using a computer when we are learning at school. Even if you are staying at home or you're coming back in person, you will still log into all your different classes with all your teachers. Some students will continue to learn from home, so let's make sure that every night before you come to school the next day that you're charging your computer before you bring it on the next day. While you're learning on your computer, you need to remember that your teachers are teaching all the students on 5th grade. So if you need help, ask your teacher in the chat box or raise a virtual hand, just like you were doing before when you were learning in your house or somewhere that wasn't the classroom. You will be engaged in your virtual lesson, and if you need a restroom break, use a silent signal to ask the teacher in the classroom. Every day, we'll have assignments to complete on our computer, and we already know that we use our amazing app that we're so great at, and it's Microsoft Teams. We also will use one that we have all been so amazing at, and it's Pear Deck. We will use a Pear Deck while we're on the live class to do all of our work for our teachers. Assignments will be created on Teams sometimes. You need to make sure that you're checking the assignments tab and complete this work by the end of the day. Now let's talk about journal expectations. Your teacher is going to provide you with 3 journals for those that are in person. You would use these journals for all classes, reading, math, and science. These journals will stay at school on your desk only. Now, if you are staying online, your journal is staying with you and you're bringing it every time you're coming to live class. Now, this is everything that's provided to you by your homeroom teacher. In your baggie, you'll have 3 pencils, a highlighter, and any other material that your teacher is providing you. Now, let's remember that baggie will stay at school in your desk at all times. You may leave it in your desk in order to be safe and don't spread the germs somewhere else. Now, the stations around the room will depend on each teacher, but just note that there's always going to be a word wall tracker, sanitizing station, dictionaries, and libraries. Now, we will be setting up journals with the students that are coming to in-person classroom. We will write our first and last name at the front of your journal, nice and big so that it stands out. Now, if you are watching this video while you are doing this virtually, let's make sure that we do that as well. We are going to have 3 journals, 1 for reading, 1 for math, and 1 for science. You will label each of your journals with the content that is reading, science, and math. Now remember, you're going to have not 3 sections in the same journal unless you're working with a binder, but if you have 3 different journals, you must label them so you come prepared when it's class time for either science, reading, and math. So again, you have all your journals ready that it stands out, that is your journal, and also that you have your different one for science, math, and reading. That concludes our Culture Week for 2020-21 for 5th graders that are coming back in person. Make sure that you do your exit ticket that is posted after this video. Good luck!